Hi everybody, today is a tag video day. I've recently found this particular tag. I am mentioning in the description box the YouTuber who started the tag and also the YouTuber from whom I've seen this tag and how I came across it. So this is a small creator tag. If you're interested, I think it's going to be some fun questions to go through. Some of the questions that I am going to answer are more fun, some are less fun, but I'll try to keep it upbeat. So number one, how many years have you been on YouTube? Probably around somewhere between 2 and 3 years. So it's been a while for me. I'm not a noob on YouTube. And my channel has certainly evolved in the last couple of years. It really has retained, I think, what initially was the purpose of it and what initially I wanted to do with it, which we will hit on later. But it is what it is. It's kind of a mishmash of things. There are a couple of sort of streams of information that I do maintain, a few topics that I do discuss. It's not a total mishmash, and I don't do stuff like vlogs. That is something I'm not interested in because frankly, I don't watch people's blogs. So yeah, it's been probably a bit over 2 years. I've been watching YouTube for like a decade, but I haven't had a very strong urge to post videos until very recently. And I never even really thought that I'll keep up with it. It was just something that I was going to do for fun once or twice and then see what happens. And I steadily just kind of kept on trucking on and continued to post because it's very relaxing for me actually, and it's kind of like it's fun and relaxing at the same time, which is what else can you ask for in a hobby? Number two, what was your very first video about? And I don't even have to look this up. If you think back to the very beginning of my channel, really I was talking about perfumes in the first few videos. And that continues to be my passion and my eternal love. I love fragrances. My olfactory center of my brain is probably overrepresented and has very dense neuronal networks with lots of information stored inside there. So definitely perfume was my first love. This is the first thing that I started talking on my channel about. But my channel had never really been about one specific thing. It just reflects whatever I'm into at the moment. So, you know, perfume is where I started, and perfume is where I am still probably gaining the most views. Perfume videos are always a hit, and I love filming them. So it's gonna continue to happen. More perfume videos to come for sure. Number three, who is your dream collab? This is a difficult question. And the answer is probably going to be a bit unexpected. I actually don't really feel like I need to collaborate with any quote-unquote beauty YouTubers. I think I would like to get to know and collaborate with more clean beauty people, which is where my channel is really going nowadays. So it would be nice to make some clean beauty interested friends online, which is probably, I should put some effort into it. So maybe in that sphere I would like to collaborate. I would love to collaborate with a lady who's no longer on YouTube. I'm not sure why she left, but Katie Puckrick Smells. It's a fragrance channel. Go check it out. It's old, but it's probably my favorite fragrance channel, and I've watched a lot over the years. And that one, it just makes me the happiest. She's just a joy to observe and listen to. And if she was back on YouTube and was interested in collaborating with me, oh, I would be all over that. You better believe it. So, you know, this answer from me is kind of like, not to say that Katie Puckrick is dead, because she's not. I hope not. She's amazing. I really wish her well. But it's the same kind of answer that I just give you that you would give somebody like, who, alive or dead, would you have dinner with? And everybody answers Jesus or Gandhi or whatever. So for me, Katie Puckrick, I would definitely collab / have dinner with her if she ever was so inclined. My God, I just totally like fangirled out, and I never do that. Weird and awkward. Number four, what could it mean to you to make it on YouTube? Well, there are a couple of different answers to this question, and I think making it on YouTube really just depends on what it is that you're looking for to get out of YouTube, why you're joining, and what it is that you're providing. I think for most creators who really want to succeed on the platform, probably making an income that could support your life on YouTube, not your life on YouTube, but that could support your life, making money on YouTube enough to support your normal lifestyle or better, is probably arriving. You know, they made it. So people probably feel like they made it when they can rely on that as their primary income. For me, I am never planning to make YouTube my full-time career, and I never have, and I never will. Why? Well, because I actually have a career that I'm very happy with. I am a physician, and I want to maintain being a physician. For me, I feel like I am where I want to be in terms of YouTube. I would love to grow my channel, don't get me wrong, but I've noticed that the biggest pleasure I derive from actually being on this platform is, and everybody's going to say, oh, it's my viewers. It's interaction with my viewers. Having viewers doesn't mean anything if you don't have that back and forth. And I really love talking to people on my channel because my channel, from what I've observed so far, tends to attract people who are not like immature imbeciles, which is nice. I really enjoy talking to people who can reason, and the majority of my audience are just that, which is, thank you. And I hope it's a reflection of what I'm providing here. Let's have fun, but let's not be dumb. So for me, making it on YouTube is probably growing my channel to the point where I have a pretty good amount of interaction with my viewers. So we're in this conversation slash banter and just having fun. That's what it means to me. Number 5, what is your end goal on YouTube? And that is a great question because a lot of people will have a goal to hit. I have a goal for next year with regards to my YouTube channel, but I don't have an end goal, mostly because I changed so much over 1 or 2 years, and my aspirations and my views change, and where I am in life and what it is that I care about, that changes. So I can't really predict what my end goal is because it's all a process. It's all for fun. It's all to have a good time. And I don't have a goal. I'm just kind of here hanging out, just like you guys. So we're just kind of hanging out together. At least that is what my aspiration is. I'm seriously just here to hang out because, like, I work hard enough at my actual job. I do not need another job. I'm good. I just want to do this for fun and have a good time. And that is basically what I've been doing for the last 2 years. Number 6, what is the hardest part about YouTube? There isn't anything particularly difficult. I think the part where you constantly have to learn, but I like that part, but it can be also difficult. It can be difficult to gain mastery of slightly more technical things. Your level of comfort and what you accept as okay for, you know, for production, for lighting, for whatever, that changes, of course, but that's probably the hardest part. I don't find it difficult to come up with ideas. Listen, I have a book full of ideas. Ideas are no problem for me. I just need to find time to fulfill my ideas and bring them to life. So I don't really think YouTube is particularly hard. And listen, I think it's difficult if you have it as your career and you rely on it as a source of income, then it's difficult because you're kind of trapped by YouTube. You can't walk away from it. You can't say, hey, I don't feel like doing it this week, so I won't, because you need the paycheck. Now, the beautiful thing about not having YouTube as a career, or really having either multiple sources of income or whatever, is the fact that you can just play. You can just play and have fun, and you can do what you want to do on your channel, so I don't find any of that difficult. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing it for fun. This is fun for me. This is not difficult. So lots of people also who did this tag said that the negative comments were difficult. I don't really get a lot of negative comments. My channel is tiny, so what negative comments? And the ones I get really don't bother me so much. I'm sure people will become meaner if I have more subscribers. I get proportionally more negative comments, and that's okay. Mostly because I'm too old to care what people think. And I have zero qualms about deleting comments that I think are just ridiculous and rude. Now, not to be confused with constructive or even non-constructive criticism, because I've left plenty of things up where people are criticizing the way I filmed, my lighting, my technique, my speech, anything really, my appearance. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. So comments so far, first of all, I haven't gotten many bad comments, but the ones I've gotten, I just kind of click delete. Did not skip a beat. And I'm not really sure why people would be sort of careful about deleting comments. It's your channel. You do what you want. You want to delete a stupid comment, you delete a stupid comment. So for me, it's not difficult to delete those or deal with them because I simply will just block people who continue to leave nasty comments. But most people don't, and if they have something negative to say, that's okay. Number 7, what is the best part about YouTube? Best part about YouTube I've already touched on. And I swear every single YouTuber is probably going to say, my audience or my subscribers or whatever. I think it's universal because it's so true. Because we all try to do this and invest our time into it. Mostly because we just like interacting with people. And that's not because I like seeing myself on camera or I like spending tedious time editing videos, because that's not my favorite part. My favorite part is after the video is up, let's talk about crap. Let's just shoot shit back and forth, and that's what I like. And it's really the sort of thing that people are here for, and that's the sort of thing that I post for. So that's the best part of YouTube, hands down. What is the funniest comment you've ever gotten? I don't remember. I can't answer that question, and I'm not going to scour my comments section for every video ever made to find a funny one. But I don't think people leave very funny comments normally because my videos are pretty down, like to the point about something specific. So people don't usually joke around in the comments section very much, but please do. I would love to laugh. So if you got something funny to say, or if you think of any kind of joke to tell, please leave it down below. I will be very happy. Number 9, what is the meanest comment you've ever gotten? I remember this one particular guy was really quite rude. I think I deleted his comment. No, wait. I left that thread up, and it was on one of my perfume videos, and he basically went ham making fun of my Eastern European heritage, which I didn't really know what to say to because it made no sense. And it was pretty rude, it was pretty mean, and it was meaningless. So I left it up. I didn't feel like it was offensive enough to delete, but the dude thought that he was smart and funny and educated, and that never goes well when that's not true. Let's move on. Okay, number 10. What other subject matter could you create a YouTube channel about? I've thought about sort of splitting different information sort of streams that I have on my channel into different channels. And I have a little bit because I have a Russian language channel. It's not a book club, it's an audiobook channel where I'm reading audiobooks that are legal to be used in public domain. Which I have lots of fun with basically because I'm already sitting there reading. Why don't I read out loud? So other people can have audiobooks at the tips of their fingers that are very easy to pull up and very easy to just sort of hit playlist and listen through the book if you want to. So I already have done that. It's very, very new. I just started it this month. But I have a variety of different topics that I cover on this channel. And, you know, there's the green, clean beauty. There's the panning stuff. Then there is the minimalism and sort of lifestyle mindset sort of stuff. And then there's the perfume. Those are the big things that I tend to hit on. I really enjoy having it in one place. I don't really feel like I need to be posting on a variety of different channels. If I felt one particular way about one particular topic and I wanted to only talk about that, or I felt like it would be appropriate to create a separate channel for it, I would. I'm not saying I wouldn't because I just did, but I just don't see my channel as a very, very heavy, specific topic focused channel. It's rather like a stream of consciousness of mine. So, you know, whether you like it or not, that's what it is. And that kind of is what I plan to keep it as because that's what I like and that's my channel. So hi. And I think I like it that way. And it's unlikely that I would invest a lot of energy into pursuing a different topic, maybe, but I feel like I could also introduce it on this channel because my audience is fairly accepting of whatever the heck I want to do, and I'm happy with that. It's a good time. Number 11, why did you start your YouTube channel? I started the channel at the time of my life when I was graduating medical school, and I was a new mom, and I had a lot going on that was like a lot of responsibility. And honestly, I just wanted something lighthearted. I just wanted to not talk about illness all the time. I just wanted to not talk about disease, not talk about exams, not talk about dirty diapers. I just wanted something that was mine. Mine, my tiny little fluffy world that I could craft to fit me and to have that peaceful, calm, and very creative and uplifted existence. My life was so serious at the time. I just needed an outlet that had nothing to do with having to do things for other people. It was just mine. I needed something just mine. And I still struggle with it. And if you're interested, I'll make other videos about, working within the healthcare system. I think in a variety of professions, including healthcare, people tend to feel burnt out, and people always feel like they're being tugged at all day long. I want this, I need this, give me this, do this, do this, do this, poor me, give me this, do this. And that's the nature of the job. It's supposed to be that way, but it is exhausting. So the channel was a bit of an outlet for me to escape from all the things that I had to do and the things that I owed to everybody in my life. I owe my time and my effort and my best foot forward to my patients. I owe it to my child, I owe it to my husband, I owe it to my mother, I owe it to my father. I owe so much to so many people. My channel has nothing to do with it. It's a little crook and cranny for me to crawl into and to say, that's it. There is a little wall. Nobody else is allowed in here. So it is definitely a bit of an escape. Certainly it was very helpful for me at the time. And then I kind of just never stopped making videos. Number 12, what video are you embarrassed by? I'm a little bit embarrassed by the video I made about beauty gurus. I made a bit of a snarky video, and I'm not going to link it because I find it a bit embarrassing, but also I left it up to remind myself, that's not probably a good mindset to be staying in. And it had to do, it was at the time where all these beauty gurus were screwing up big time and then having all these ridiculous non-apologetic apologies as if nobody ever taught them to say, I'm sorry for anything ever. And I made a video about it, and how to be a beauty guru or something like that. Anyway, it was a bit too snarky, I think. I think I took it a little far that day, and I probably shouldn't have, because why? So that's probably the one I'm embarrassed about. I'm not really easily embarrassed, so it's not that embarrassing. Number 13, what video are you most proud of? And I really like my fragrance series. I film a lot about fragrance, and I will continue to, but the one I'm most proud of probably has to do with my video that I filmed when I decluttered my closet and I decluttered my shoes. So I was not so much proud of the video because the quality was not great. It was kind of fun to do, but next time I'll definitely do better with the lighting. And when I decluttered my closet, it was just a good feeling. I was very proud of myself. I was proud of the video, mostly because of the results of the decluttering, not because of the video itself. And I really enjoyed it. I think it was probably my favorite video to film. And I now have a pretty minimal capsule collection of clothes, so nothing to declutter recently. If I ever do another closet or shoe or whatever declutter, I'll definitely tag you along with me because it is kind of fun to watch. I enjoy those videos a lot. Number 14, what is your first YouTube memory? I don't remember when I started watching YouTube. It was years and years before I started filming. I feel like I should have started early because I changed a lot throughout my 20s and a lot about me has changed. It would have been really fun to record and document those changes and sort of have some posterity in terms of looking back and saying, hey, when I was 22, this is what I was up to, or that's what I was all about. It would be kind of fun. So I regret not doing it earlier because I think it would be kind of fun to have that in hand. But my first YouTube memories really have to do with the YouTubers that I was watching. And I can list some of the YouTubers I was really obsessing over when I just started watching YouTube, and I stumbled upon the beauty community, which was nice and tight at that point. And it was full of people who just loved doing YouTube for doing YouTube because it was pre monetization days, pre-sponsorships, like before any of that hit big, which made the platform very commercialized and, in my opinion, a lot less fun. But it does provide people opportunities, like probably to get a job that is not too dusty, not too difficult to do. And I know some of you are going to be like, oh, YouTube, it's so hard to do. What's sitting there in front of the camera all day long, or editing or whatever. Like, and all I have to say to that is, I know a job that is hard to do. I'm a physician. That is hard to do. Nursing, that is hard to do. Plumbing is hard to do. Being an electrician is hard to do. Doing YouTube is not difficult. So I don't really feel like hearing about all the bullshit of how YouTube career is a career. So the first memory of YouTube really has to do with Emily Noel. And I'm still subscribed to her. I've been a subscriber for a really, really long time. I really enjoy her still, but I'm not as big of a fan of her as I was when I just initially started watching YouTube. Elle Fowler, I really liked Elle. Elle was a really easy pick. She was easy to watch. She's very pretty, first of all, of course, that's good. But she also had this like flair of fluffy happiness and well-being about her. And she was, you know, she was the all-American girl next door. And that's just kind of like an easy watch, seriously. So those two I watched a lot. Then at some point I stumbled upon Liv Loves Her Makeup, and I really watched her until she was off YouTube. I really like Liv because I feel like Liv and I could be friends. Liv has a personality and I enjoy that outspoken. I don't give a bleep about anything except for what I want to do. I like that in people. I enjoy people who know what they want. And I enjoy people who don't hang their hat or tiptoe around things just to do that or just to seem sweet and cute. So I really liked her. Those are the three that I really was watching a lot. I think Liv Loves Her Makeup I came across quite a bit later than the first two, but then I kind of was an omnivore when it comes to beauty channels, and I really watched a lot of them. And nowadays I unsubscribe to pretty much almost all of the big booty gurus, and I no longer watch them, which is telling. It's telling. I grew up. I no longer need teenagers telling me how to apply makeup. I don't really care to listen to it. But yeah, that's my first memory of YouTube, is probably those old school channels that I found really, really endearing and fun. Okay, so if you are a creator, please repeat the tag. I think this is a fun tag to do. I think you probably will have more interesting answers than me. If you have some comments or anything to say about the tag itself or my answers to the questions, leave them down below. Again, if you have something funny to say, please do. I'd like to read it. That's it for today. See you guys later. Have a wonderful day. Good luck. Bye-bye.